Sup, guys? So you guys remember that fucking video I made about this piece of shit dude named Death Horse 4 like 5 months ago? It's back, but we got 3 more people.
Hey guys,
It's
Amazing
Tag.
Gamer here, Tag111.
And we got Anthony, the funny man.
Yeah, I'm a voice actor of Glitchverse,
And meanwhile you got me who just does stupid shit.
and we got Tag. We managed to get Tag onto a video, hooray.
Epic.
Yeah, and the subject of which was brought to my attention just an hour ago. I know of, like, am I gonna go on the tangent here? Am I clear for takeoff?
Yeah, you are.
Sure.
Alright,
Let's do this.
Okay.
Get your popcorn ready.
So
Tag is gonna have a 6-minute rant or something.
Jesus.
So in case if you people watching don't know about what's happened recently with Death Horse, I'm going to explain at least what I've seen as quickly as I can. So recently, like, Death Horse 4 he's an obvious fan of stuff like End of the Memeverse and Special Strike, and more recently I can tell FNAF World, the animated series, and I could tell that Death Horse 4 had a different vision for this kind of stuff, and there's nothing inherently wrong with seeing something and taking inspiration from it, but it's something else to completely plagiarize what already kind of exists. Because, what was the video? He released a trailer, I think it was a week or so ago, I don't know how long ago.
It was called Death Horse 4 and Friends, the animated series.
Trailer.
Yeah.
It was a stupid
The
trailer.
Adventure series, yeah. As soon as I saw something that said the Adventure series and the striking resemblance it had to, like, FNAF World with the sun in the background and the fantasy grass, I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm sure it's, like, not exactly the same on the inside. Maybe it'll surprise me.
Maybe it was
only
a
to go in and
coincidence.
see that it's... I don't want to offend him, but it's just plagiarized the original FNAF World trailer.
Oh no, you
Like
can
the
go
FNAF
right
World
ahead.
animated series trailer, but with his own characters that he uses in his videos.
Oh, sorry to interrupt, but he didn't just plagiarize. He did plagiarize, but he also is a racist, if you guys didn't know. He said the N-word in his server when somebody asked a question, and he also said he hated black people. The screenshot will be right here when I'm editing the video. Yeah, that was pretty fucked up.
I'm offended.
Yeah, loads of my friends are offended, because that's fucked up. He used the hard
Yes.
R at the end, too. Like, bro, what you
Like, it's
doing?
easy to lash out at people on the internet for, like... I think, was it Endstone that was featured in one of his videos?
Yeah, it was the stupid
He ended up,
2022
like,
video.
clapping at something that was bad news for just the content on Death Horse's channel, and the animatronics that he uses in his videos ended up attacking him, and that immediately clicked, saying that's just him, no offense, Death Horse, saying in a way that he doesn't really care about, you know, the really important things that should really be taken into consideration when making original content. And it's something it's something I've considered very heavily for my own stuff, and you know, I don't know if, like, Hottest Dog or Derpy Horse know that they're being entire, like, he's passing off the Death Horse model as his own OC. I don't know if Derpy Horse knows about this.
No, he doesn't.
But not only that, there was something else. This is very important, when I created the misadventures of Obese and Shadow Man, right from the beginning, I did ask the Hottest Dog if it was okay that I could make a small series based on those two, and he said, like, sure, that's fine.
Did you, like, ask it before making episode 1, or was it, like...
Yeah, I asked him before I did any sort of work on it at all.
Good
Before
idea.
writing the script, before animating it, before everything. And before, like, there was no sign that the trailer was going to be exactly the same as mine. And I fear that when episode 1 of this Adventures series he's doing comes out, it is going to resemble episode 1 of FNAF World so strongly. And I fear that a lot.
You know what's
because
funny?
That is really bad.
You want to know something funny that he actually started off with that got him attention?
Mm-hmm.
His stupid fucking movie that was called Death Horse Fury. Oh my god, you should have seen it. Thank God it got copyrighted by Warner Brothers. But reason why is because he used the entire Godzilla audio with the voices, the screams, the everything. The music, all that. So he got copyrighted. But oh my god, it was horrible. Like, Anthony actually saw some of it before it got copyrighted. It is complete trash. And he even mentioned that he was going to release it on a specific date in like 2021. He's been working on it for like 2 years and he still hasn't released it. So I'm thinking he's not even going to release this.
Can I say something?
Sure,
go ahead.
Well, and still said something about Death Force Fury. He actually plans on making it come back in 2023.
Yeah, somehow. How the fuck is it going to come back if it's copyrighted? Won't you get sued or something?
And I fear that...
And speaking of, like, in cases of music, there was one scenario I discovered earlier I was very unhappy with. And I think it was in the End of the Memeverse Episode 2 Q&A SFM version thing he did.
Here, let me go watch
where
it.
in the intro, I will never forget, no one has ever done this with any sort of content I've done before. I don't think he knew, but the music he used for the intro, not only was it mine from 2021, but that is my personalized music composed specifically for me. And no permission was asked to use it. That is personal music. Not only is it's for the Tag movie, that is sampled from the movie.
Here, let me hold on. Let me pull it up and watch it real quick. Hold on. This?
Yeah, that.
I've seen you use it a lot on your channel.
Yeah, because that is Tag's main theme in the movie. That is my character's theme. It's... And it's... I think the main problem with Derpy Horse for... not Derpy Horse, Death Horse 4. God, don't want to go hating on Derpy. God knows what they do to me. The main problem is that, like, the lack of asking for permission and passing things off as his own, complete plagiarism, and not only that, but not even giving credit in the description to where the music came from. I think he might have just assumed that the music used in my 2021 intro was sample music. That wasn't the case. And it's really important that, like, I do this all the time whenever I use music that isn't mine. I do ask for it. It is important. And going back to FNAF World, the animated series, what's with this adventure series he's doing, the Death Horse and Friends? FNAF World, as I explained in my audio commentary, was not made just for the hell of it. It was made because I feel like both the game and its whole community deserves some justice. And it's a passion project, much like the Tag movie. I did it for fun. I didn't do it to cash in on anything. I didn't do it because it's like, oh, let's just do this and see what happens. This is something I'm very passionate about, the FNAF World series. This is the whole reason I brought it back in the first place. I wouldn't have done that if I didn't care this much. And
can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sorry for me being here like short, because obviously I have to go back home. But I fear for Tag's like series, like FNAF World. I even fear for like the Misadventures and the Tag movie, that like one day, like if they come out, he's probably gonna steal audio, which I don't want him to get more attention than like the actual audio from a series that is actually coming from.
Yeah, because this has happened with The Hottest Dog and SSR's original soundtrack, and it says ask for permission before you use it or credit us, which is like when I used the audio for, I think it was Possibilities or Reboot or something from SSR, I linked it in the description just to be sure that this music does not belong to me, this is his music. And it's sad to see so much of like the hyped up trailer of FNAF World, the animated series, and I really hope this doesn't happen with the series itself, get butchered into something else someone has made a shot-for-shot remake trailer for. And if this series is going to be anything like FNAF World, I really don't know what to do. I'll obviously continue FNAF World because I can't not. I want to. But I love it too much to see it get chopped into something that someone else has made, literally the only difference being different characters.
But you basically mean just the exact same thing, just with different characters.
It is literally the same thing with different characters. I'm sorry if that sounds harsh, but it is.
You don't need to apologize for that. This dude has done this for years on end. Like, as soon as he started his channel after his dumb Roblox series that he made, his first video had his quote-unquote OC in it. So, he's been doing this since he started. He probably planned this out. So...
And the first conflict I had with Death Horse is when he claimed, he asked, but I never responded, he said, "Can I voice Endo Plush and Scott in the series?" I had not responded, and then found out he made a community post saying he was voicing them anyway. I want to make it clear I never said he was going to voice anyone. And the only people in the series voice acting so far are the people in episode 1, besides Dan the Man voicing the Chop and Rolls. And any other characters that were in my voice actor showcase are voicing those characters.
Right.
I have not greenlit any new actors yet. And if I need them, I will probably make a whole casting call club page for characters in need of voice acting. But as of now, I'm not greenlighting anything.
Alright. I do want to say something real quick. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So me and my friend Jay, which was the guy who was in that video, the first video, he was the dude who, he made a fake Death Horse fan account because we wanted to get his attention to see what would happen if my friend Jay would send a bunch of my videos and said, "You should check this out, it's good," and see if he would have copied it or just left it alone. You know what he did? He fucking copied it. Makes sense. But on the credits for Death Horse Fury, probably the third version, that fan account was placed in there to make it seem like the fan account was voice acting in it. When my friend Jay never even talked to this guy about it, and there was no Discord account of the fan account, so that literally makes zero sense. Like...
Exactly, and getting angry on the internet at other people, people will report. I mean, I have a massive server of people who are gonna... The news gets around, buzz does begin to spread, and people know these things. When someone gets angry, other people are going to say something about it, and as a content creator myself, I pride on not getting angry at little things like that, calling people names and just being angry all the time when someone doesn't agree with me. I mean, look at my High Guardian Spice videos, for example. It's like, I said I liked the show at one point, and anyone who didn't, that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinions, and then when I said I hated the show after actually, watching it, I knew what was really going on behind the scenes. I learned something very valuable from the HDS situation, is that you really need to know everything before you voice something on it. You can't just dive in and just yell down people's throats about anything, because that makes you the bad guy.
I mean, the first video I made on him, I was just blinded by, getting annoyed because this fucker kept just toying with me, and then I was like, wait a second, that was dumb, because he probably wanted a reaction. He probably wants attention. So...
It's getting the reaction out of someone. That's what they want. They start it, and then the person responds, and then they do a gross oversimplification, and an argument is started, and we'll just be here for hours.
But the funny thing is, when he responded, it didn't seem like he wanted the attention. He actually seemed annoyed that I made the video, because the comments he made, he didn't put his voice in. He literally put text on the screen, and when I said his friend's OC looked like a literal snot ball, he said his name was Glow Foxy, and I was like, no shit, I saw that. I called him a literal snot, because look at him, red and green. What? So I called him...
There are some OC designs, even for massive popular YouTubers, such 37, who have pretty bad designs.
Yeah.
And are just using completely outdated models, and to quote Mr. Raw, it just looks like they were just dunked in a bucket of paint.
The thing is, I hate recolors, but the only recolors I like... Oh god, voice crack, whoops. The only recolors I actually like are the ones that are well designed. They have good colors that just blend well. For example, your OC or Anthony's, because they match. The colors red and... I mean, not red. Red and blue. Good. Meanwhile, these OC colors, green, red, and yellow, or green, red, and blue. Why? That just feels like an eyesore, to be honest.
It does, I'll be honest. Like, because with simple colors, like the classic tag is just the dark blue with the red and the purple hat. I think the accessories are the best parts because it makes them identifiable. You know who they are.
Yeah, but
with, like, if you just got a Splinks Foxy and just colored it dark blue and called it a day, that's not how you make an OC. You have to put time into it and apply some clever stuff.
Mine seems lazy, but I was like, what should I do for an OC that's not a recolor? Because recolors are, to me, like, I hate recolors because it's just like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna paint bucket tool. Yeah, that's good. That's just dumb to me. But if you add extra stuff to it, like extra details, like spikes on his shoulders, a hat, a bow tie, a scarf, whatever, it's better. It's not like better, 10 times better, but it's better than before when it was just like 2 colors. It's better.
And passing off the new Death Horse as like your own model, that's not game. That's not how it works.
Because custom models take time. Even if it's just a retexture, it still takes time. Because first, you need to find out what programs you need. Second, you need to actually learn how to use the program. And then third, if you even want the model to work, you gotta port it if it has extra stuff, like Death Horse's model. Well, Derpy Horse's...
Like the reason I don't have an original model yet is because I'm saving it as a piece of lore to the tag movie. And, like, by the end of that, I'll have a new OC and everything, and it'll be a nice little introduction. The recolor will be no more, and it'll just be a nice change of pace.
Yeah, which makes sense. I mean... Yes, OCs can, like, FNAF OCs can be lazy and like, well, I wouldn't recommend doing a lazy OC, but you can do recolors and add extra accessories. Like, of course, nobody's going to care about that as long as, you know, credit the original person if you got inspiration, or if you're using a custom model for now and saying that, like, it's your OC, at least credit them, which is a little better. It's still kind of dumb, but at least you're crediting them, so it's not as bad.
It's not only my OC that's so recognizable, but it's like, say, my nemesis in the tag movie Polaroid. It's just literally the blue on Toy Bonnie just turned green. But you can look at that and just think, if you're a fan of Amazing Gamer, you know who that is. You know who it is. And
yeah, you can recognize
what's going on, what this animation will be. It's so identifiable that you know who these people are as soon as they step on screen.
Yeah, but as soon as you see Death Horse, like, on another channel, you'll know it's Death Horse. You're not going to think it's the YouTuber Death Horse 4. You're going to think it's from Derpy Horse, which is dumb. And not just that, I really don't recognize the Glow Foxy guy and whoever the hell that light bulb looking bunny fucker is. I have no idea who that is. Like, I don't know who these people are besides Death Horse, but that's like stolen, basically. And he also has this dumber
I want to bring up Ebre, actually. You don't need to make an OC grandiose and different and completely model something new. Ebre's OC is literally just a more withered Golden Freddy FNAF 1 model, but with a yellow stripe across his hat.
Exactly.
And yeah, it looks so
recognizable.
Perfect. It just fits the personality of him.
It does. You want to know something stupid about his show that got canceled or movie, whatever? He didn't release teasers or, like, just 2 previews. The whole movie, he'd release, like, 1 million previews. Like, for some reason, he went from Death Horse Fury preview 8 to all the way down to preview 45. Why would you show that many previews for a movie?
Yeah, like, even the one mistake I've made multiple times with anything, especially the tag movie, is... 2 trailers are out, and yet only 15 minutes of the 1 hour movie is finished, and I've decided now, as an 18-year-old, that I'm not going to release any more trailers until the project is done.
Yeah, I think...
Because that's when trailers are made. You don't make them during production. You make them after everything's done. You make the trailer, and then you edit the movie all together, then you release the film.
You want to know what I did for, like, my trailer stuff? Usually, what I have planned for Glitchverse, like my show, which my, like, subs know what the hell that is, because it's been planned out for, like, 4 years. But What I do is 4 trailers. The first one is when I start production, so people know the episode's really happening. The second one is when I have, like, maybe 25% done. Third one, 75%. And the last one, the fourth, is the release date, when it's done.
I mean, the main reason, and I did explain this, again, going back to the audio commentaries, FNAF World's trailer that I did mainly consisted of episode 1 with little bits of the later parts of the series sprinkled in. That was more of an announcement saying, hey, guess what's back, and bigger than ever. It's not going anywhere, it's all back, and it's better, and I'm just really happy, and I wanted to release a small trailer just to say, hey, FNAF World's back, and hope you're ready. It's going to be a big old beast this time.
Yeah, I like the trailer. It looks really good.
Yeah, and I didn't even, like, care for, like, little itty bits of copyright from, like, Join the Party, because it wasn't much. It was only a short trailer.
I'm pretty sure DA
when
Games...
When episode 5 comes out, I'll make a full-on, bigger, like, 2.5-minute trailer for the whole thing, the whole series.
Which makes sense. Do you plan on... Also, I have a question before I end the video. Do you plan on, like, I don't know, making a movie when you're done with the series, or no?
Oh, FNAF World?
Yeah, the FNAF World series.
I don't think so. I think, because, like, if anything from Security Breach has taught me, it's that it's not to milk a series, and lose value of what's really important, and that's a discussion video in the making, trust me. But, I was not happy with it, but
yeah, that game sucks.
So there's only going to be, I'm going to clear this right now for all my viewers who see this, there will be 2 seasons of FNAF World. There'll be Season 1, consisting of Update 1, and all that. Then Season 2, consisting of Update 2, and then that's it. After Season 2, that's going to be the end of the whole series, because that's where FNAF World in the games does end. Unless Scott makes an Update 3, in which case I'm freaking screwed. Please don't do it, Scott. For my sanity, please. One more thing I do want to say. It's to anyone out there, whether it's Death Horse 4 or just anyone watching the video, it's okay to take inspiration from those you really love. And don't get me wrong, I'm flattered that people, you know, want to kind of not entirely copy, but take inspiration from what I make. But it's another thing to completely plagiarize someone else and do something a little unoriginal, and like you recognize it. You've seen it before. Like the Adventure series is just the trailer of FNAF World, and what's it going to lead to? Will it just be copy and paste of FNAF World, the animated series episodes with different characters? I hope not.
Yes,
because the trailer left a bit of a bad taste in my mouth, and I'm worried now.
Literally everything he makes leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Like, seriously, what kind of doo-doo caca?
But I hope he doesn't take this, like, with a grain of salt. I hope he's able to take this into consideration and really, you know, think about all the projects he's making. It's not a good idea to make so many SFN projects at once. You really got to pace yourself. Experiment with your own things. I mean, FNAF World, the animated series, is just my own thing. No one else has ever done that before with a whole series on FNAF World. People have tried, like Smoke the Bear, but they suck, and they don't treat FNAF World seriously. Nobody does, to be honest. It's an RPG that failed miserably, but still.
It's a decent
Just try and... The lesson here is just try to be original. Think of your own big ideas and stuff like that, because you might just surprise your audience.
Anyways, that's the end of part 2. We might do a part 3. Who the hell knows? Maybe we'll get the hottest dog on part 3. Woo!
Ooh.
If that does happen, I will be fucking pumped. Or what if we get Derpy on stream? Oh god, that'd be crazy. If we got Derpy.
That'd be insane. Depends on whether Death Horse takes this all into consideration.
Yeah, if we actually do get, if we get Derpy on here, and Derpy just tells Death Horse to stop and starts talking about it, Death Horse will probably stop. He most likely will. But if he doesn't, I'll be shocked.
I just want to steer him in the right direction.
Same, dude, just get a better OC. Get a better OC. Tell your friends to maybe redesign their OCs. And make original series, please. I'd probably actually like it.
Yeah, because maybe even take some time off of making videos and step back and see what works and what doesn't work, what people like and don't.
Brainstorm.
And brainstorm with your friends and stuff. You might come up with something really fun.
For real. Anyways, that was the end of episode 2. See you guys on episode 3.